You know what? Getting a coach, getting a training plan is a bit like buying a car. There isn't one size fits all. What you might want to buy as an 18-year-old, something fast, something sleek, something sporty, it's going to change. It's going to change as life goes on. You want a bigger car that, might change with your status or as your family grows or as your job changes. So we're not going to have a one size fits all in terms of training plans and training programs. We need to have that plan that is constantly modified, constantly adapted, and constantly tweaked for who you are and what you need to perform. So my nice little Mini when I was 18, I had a little brown Mini. It's great, absolutely fabulous. But nowadays, I wouldn't be able to transport the family and all the rubbish that we take away with us when we go on holiday or when I travel around the country for business. So I've outgrown it. It doesn't work for me anymore. And so we've got to think about, where have you got your training plan from? And I know I bang on about this quite a lot, but it's all about getting stuff that's right for you. Now, again, I'll be completely open and honest. The majority, not exclusively, but the majority of athletes that I work with are slightly older, usually 40 to 60s. They have got to a stage in their life where they are driven. They still want to perform. They still want to do the best that they can absolutely do. But they're perhaps not going to recover like they were 18. And so they need a plan that fits in with business, that maybe fits in if they've still got family, but certainly fits in with a lot of other life commitments that gives them the recovery, the adaptation that they now haven't got that they used to have when they were a teenager. And we need to make that right for that individual. Now, I'm not going to give that same plan to one of my 18 or 20-year-old athletes, that's competing at a national level or a European level or a world level. Those plans are going to be completely bespoke, completely unique. And this is the whole point, is that you can't just pick up something and go, this is going to work for me. In my webinar in a few weeks' time, I'm going to talk to you about my pillars, my foundation of training. So when we're talking about building that granite foundation, we've got to look at the key elements of the pillars of training. It's the balance between training, recovery, and nutrition, and how we get those three pillars right for you. And if you're not addressing that in what you're doing in your training, and you're not reevaluating what's going on in your training, then anything you do, when you put your shoes on, when you put your training kit on, when you go to the gym, when you jump on your bike, it's a waste of time. It's not giving you the return of investment, the return on time that you need. If you want to learn more, jump onto our webinar, comment webinar in the DMs, and we look forward to speaking to you soon.